Welcome to Bible Logos. My name's Laura Worcester, and I'm your broadcast host. Today I'm excited to introduce part one of the message, Hidden Figures. We are at our best and functioning in our purpose when we've identified our spiritual shapes and glorify God by serving others with our gifts, passions, abilities, and so on. Hidden Figures. Please like and share this message on social media with your friends and family. All right, here's part one of Hidden Figures.
The 139th number of the Psalm, the 139th number of the Psalms, at verse 13 and 14 from the English Standard Version of the Bible, reads as follows. For you formed my inward parts, you knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I want to read that one more time. For you formed my inward parts. You knitted me together. Some translations say you weaved me together. In my mother's womb. Therefore I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Before you take your seats, I just want you to love on somebody. Because today we're going to talk from the subject, Hidden Figures. Hidden Figures, hashtag smoking hot shapes. And I just want you to look at your neighbor and say, you got a smoking hot shape. Look at your neighbor and tell him, you got a smoking hot shape. A question that I would regard as timeless because it seems like throughout the ages this question has been asked. Doesn't matter what your demographical background might have been. Doesn't matter what your position in life or status in life was. But one question that has just passed down throughout time is the question of why we are here. Why we are here. What is our purpose? What is our assignment? And people, no matter how successful they may be, no matter how much they're searching for different things in life, whether they consider themselves to be accomplished or whether they consider themselves to still be trying to get there, oftentimes, if they don't have a relationship with God, ask that question. That question has crossed their mind at one time or another. What is the meaning of life? What is the purpose of life? Why are we here? And over in the 4th chapter of Revelation at verse 11, also from the English Standard Version of the Bible, the scripture says, worthy are you, our Lord and God, to receive glory and honor and power, for you created all things, and by your will they existed and were created. Another translation says, for your will, or count on your will, or on account on your pleasure. I believe the King James says, they were created. They exist, and they were created. So today we're going to begin in preparation of our series that we're coming with, our Koinonia series of teaching that we're getting ready to embark upon on our shapes, our spiritual shapes. We're going to look at this issue with respect to what God created and why God created us and what our purpose is and more specifically what our assignments are and how we identify our assignments so that we can be effective at what God has commissioned and placed us here to do. How many of you know that you could either be effective at something or ineffective? Amen. Right? Amen. And we want to be effective and not ineffective. So the first thing I want to ponder with respect to this issue is this. God created everything with purpose. Everything that God created was created with purpose. Everything that God created has an assignment. Everything. If God created it, it has purpose. If God created it, it has an assignment. The sun has an assignment. The sun was created to bring light and heat to the earth. That's its purpose. That's its assignment. Now, if the sun decided, I would rather be a mountain instead of being the sun, we would all suffer. And we would all be in trouble. Because scientists have indicated that God is so precise in how he works that the sun is exactly where it needs to be in order to function as it is functioning to bring the type of heat that it brings. Because if it was just inches away, if it was inches further than it is, we would all freeze to death. If it was just inches closer than where it is right now, we would all burn to death. The sun has a purpose. Clouds have purpose. Clouds have an assignment, which is to bring rain. And God knows California needs a whole lot more clouds. But their function, their assignment would be to bring rain on the earth. Flowers have an assignment, which is to blossom, to smell nice, to decorate the landscape. Everything that God created has a purpose. And you know, when God created it, there's nothing that can beat it being itself. Mankind has been able, in our inventive nature that is given to us by God, to create things that mimic the function of a sun. Lights, heating units. They can mimic the function of the sun, but they can't replace it.
Welcome back. We're just getting started, but I'm already excited about this word. Tune in tomorrow for part 2 of the message, Hidden Figures. And don't forget to like it and share it with your friends and family. I'm Laura Worcester, and I want you to remember that the sower sows the word, and therefore it is with the same measure you meet that it shall be measured unto you again.